Hello, I am in West Virginia this morning making my blog post, and I am writing my post today about celebrations and taking the time to acknowledge ourselves and acknowledge our growth and the importance of that. We're so often going to the next thing, and I'm so often encouraging you to do that. That's what life is about, evolving to that next level of human potential. But if we're always going, and not taking the pause to stop and reflect on who we are and how awesome we are, then life is just sort of spent on this treadmill of life, like go. But it really is the journey, not the destination, as a dear friend has written on his wall to inspire him every day. And that is something that I hope in this blog post will inspire you. So let me dig right in. Yay us, yay me. Where in your life can you celebrate you? A little hip hip hooray for me. A lot of my time as a coach is spent focused on the future. As clients come to me unhappy with some aspect of their life, I teach them tools and skills to use for growth, and then I hold them accountable to reach their goals. We look at what they want and what action they'll take to get there. This week, I'd like to hit the pause button and celebrate what we're doing right now. Pausing to say, yay me, is an important tool to help us raise our overall level of content with life. What have you accomplished? How far have you come? Which of your actions can you celebrate? For most of us, when we begin to answer, what have I accomplished, or our brain first points out what we haven't accomplished or what we're not good at. We're really good at beating ourselves up and pointing out where we haven't grown and what we haven't done. We spend so much energy beating ourselves up and pointing out how we're not good enough. Not a good enough mom, not a good enough spouse, maybe where we're not good enough in a certain area of our life. We are exceptionally good at uncelebrating ourselves and our gifts. Listen to yourself the next time someone tries to compliment you. If someone says, "Oh, that shirt looks nice on you," or "You did a really nice job organizing that event," you probably do one of two things: deny or deflect. Deflecting a compliment looks like you deflect the compliment by saying something like, "This old thing, I got it at Target on the clearance rack," or "That event, I couldn't have done that without Sally's help." You deny the compliment by saying something like, "That event, you must not have seen how the kids ate the snack before the activity and the moon bounce fell in." You point out all the ways the event wasn't what you hoped for. Or you say, "This shirt, but look at how it hugs my big belly." We're skilled at deflecting and denying compliments to avoid any sort of celebration of ourselves. Why? Another two reasons. One, we tell ourselves it's presumptuous, even conceited, to acknowledge a compliment. If someone were to say, "Oh, that shirt looks nice on you," for me to just say, "Thank you. Try it next time." Or we tell ourselves that if we take a break from beating ourselves up, we will never be motivated to make a change, as if by reminding ourselves how big our thighs are or how much we suck as a homekeeper, that inspires us, that we'll be more inspired to make changes. These are two faulty and crappy reasons to not celebrate ourselves because of two other reasons. One, when we don't pause to celebrate ourselves or acknowledge the accomplishment, we send a message to ourselves, to our inner little warrior, telling ourselves, "Yeah, you really aren't that great. You really didn't do that event all by yourself. That shirt really doesn't look good on you." Or when we don't pause to celebrate how far we've come and what we've accomplished, we keep ourselves in this state of discontent. We continue on this treadmill of life without pausing to look at the view. We tell ourselves things like, "Oh, I'll be happy when. It'll be easier when. I'll do that when." Okay? The problem is, by not taking time to celebrate what we've accomplished and focus on the things that are, when we don't take time to, tongue-tied. Problem is, by not taking time to celebrate what we've accomplished, we end up focusing on all the things that are wrong in our lives and all the things that we still need to do. If all we do is measure where we need to go instead of pausing to feel grateful from where we've come, we set ourselves up for sadness. Why? Because there's no magical there. we will never get to a place where we just sit, smile, and coast. Say, oh, yeah, there we go. Actually, that's called death. Life is about evolving and becoming the next best version of ourselves. We will always be on a journey somewhere. There is no fixed point, no fixed end point. So let's take the time to celebrate and pause along the way. Yes, this means you can smell the roses. I encourage you to smell the roses. The day we stop evolving and growing to become that next person is the day we die inside. We don't want that. But since there will always be a way for us to evolve to the next version of ourselves, we must pause to celebrate where we are and what we have. How do we do this? Let's start with 2 small ways this week. Accept a compliment. The next time someone compliments you, say, thank you. That's it. 2 words. Thank you. Think of it as a gift that they're giving you. And if someone gives you a gift, to throw it back in their face is not the most polite thing. And so first, do it for them. Just say thank you. It'll end up helping you. And then 2, compliment yourself. Think of something you did in the last 24 hours and pause to compliment yourself for it. Did you just complete an entire load of laundry? Did you finish a blog post? Did you make a difficult phone call that you had been putting off? Stop what you're doing and acknowledge what you did. Give yourself that yay moment. Don't deflect or deny your compliment. Accept your compliment as the gift it is for you. Go get 'em, warriors. And please, if you haven't yet, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I also have another YouTube channel where I often read excerpts from books of authors that I love. And if you are not on my newsletter list, what are you waiting for? It's such fun. I send out a newsletter every week with a podcast that I recommend. This week's podcast is amazing. And a book recommendation and just fun stuff. I only do it once a week. I will not spam your inbox. And whatever, they're great. So you guys go out there, have a great week, and just celebrate your greatness. That's really the one thing I ask of you, to pause, throw some love on yourself, and go get 'em, warriors. I am appreciative for each and every one of you that watch this. Bye.